Welcome back, students. So in this video we'll be starting with a new topic, that is sublease. So how to solve a problem when there is a sublease thing. So let's see what is sublease. The term of the royalty agreement provides so lessee as an option to sublease all or a part of the assets, property or right to another person for some consideration. Such an agreement is termed sublease. So the person to whom the sublease is granted is known as sublessee. The lessee at the time of payment of royalty to the lessor is also required to add the amount received towards sublease of assets, property or rights from a sublessee. So what happens? Let's understand with a simple example. There might be a person called A. He is a owner of one particular place. He is a owner of a particular place. Let's take it as a lessor here. So he will give that place for rent for B. So he will be a lessee. Okay, he is giving it to B for rent. So what happens according to the royalty agreement? C will sublent. So part of a house will be given to some other person called C. B will sublent the house for C person. He will be called as sublessee. Understood? Now he is a lessor. For this person he will be a lessee. For B, C will be sublessee, and for C, E will be a sublessor. B will be a sublessor, but C will be the actual owner of that place. That is the lessor. Understood? A is a lessor. B will be lessee for A, and sublessor for C, and C will be lessee, sublessee for B. Understood this much? So this is all about the sublease, and let's see how to solve the problem under sublease. So the journal and ledger accounts will be same as it is, but you need to prepare here. So what happens? We will be preparing in the books of lessee. In the books of lessee you will be preparing. Okay, in the books of lessee will be preparing books of lessee. So in this type, one more thing, while paying to, now B has to pay for A, right? The owner, for owner he is to pay the royalty. B has to pay for A royalty, right? So along with whatever the royalty B has earned, whatever the rent B has to give for A, he will pay along with the sublease. For example, the royalty is 1000 rupees. They have talked, A and B has said that 1000 rupees is a rent for the place. So as this person has sublented for C, C will be giving 5000 as the 6000 or 600 or some whatever the value as a royalty for the B person. So he will be keeping his profit, and then he will be paying for A. For A, it is a profit. A will be getting from C also, from B also. From both the person, A will be getting the royalty. So now while preparing the books of accounts in the books of Lee, you will be preparing royalty payable account, short workings account, that is a landlord's account or lesser account, whatever A account, let's take lesser account, and then royalty receivable account also, and these are the ledger accounts. Along with this ledger account, you will be preparing sublessee's account also. You will be preparing the books of lessee, that is B account. In the books of B, whatever are the ledger account, you will be preparing this ledger accounts, you will be preparing. And the table of analysis, while preparing table of analysis, you will be preparing two table of analyses as lessee and sublessee. Okay, table of analysis of lessee and sublessee. So let's start with the problem. So according to this question, that is problem number 19, you can see here, Mr. Manoj has a patent of manufacturing and selling a tobacco pipe. So who is the owner over here? Mr. Manoj is lessor or a owner. Okay, understood? and he gives his patent to Shyam Sundar for 4 years from 1st January 1998. So for whom he is giving? He is giving it to the Shyam Sundar. So Shyam Sundar will be the lessee. Okay. On what date he is giving? 1/1/1998. Minimum rent is 40,000 per annum. Minimum rent will be 40,000 per annum. And what they are given next? Royalty is ₹1 per pipe. Royalty payable from Shyam Sundar to Mr. Manoj is ₹1 from Shyam Sundar to Manoj, ₹1. Okay. Short workings can be recouped out of excess royalty in any year. So lifetime of recovery of royalty. Short workings between Shyam Sundar and Manoj is lifetime. Short workings recovery is lifetime. Understood? Understood till here? Yes. Shyam Sundar gave it to a sub-lease to Sundar Lal. So now Shyam Sundar gave it to sub-lease for Sundar Lal. For whom he gave? For Sundar Lal. So this Sundar Lal will be sub-lessee. Understood? So now what happened? This Shyam Sundar, one he will be lessee for Mr. Manoj and sublessor for Sundar Lal. Understood? And company for manufacturing and sale from 1/1/1999. From what date he gave? 1/1/1999. For 3 years he has given. Okay. Rate of royalty is 1.25 per pipe sold. So between Shyam Sundar and Sundar Lal, royalty is 1.25 per pipe. Between Manoj and the Shyam Sundar, it is ₹1 per pipe. Between Shyam Sundar and Sundar Lal, that is between sublessor and sublessee, 1.25 per pipe. And minimum rent is 10,000 per annum. Minimum rent between Shyam Sundar and Sundar Lal is 10,000 a year. 10,000 per year. Understood till here? Sundar Lal company can write off short workings in the first 3 years from the date of sublease. So from short workings recoupment between Shyam Sundar and Manoj is lifetime. But short workings recoupment between Shyam Sundar and Sundar Lal is 3 years of the, that is first 3 years, that is fixed recoupment method. Understood? So this is about the question, and what they are given: number of pipes sold year 1998, 1999, 2000 and 2001. Shyam Sundar, so lessee, as a lessee he has sold 24,000 in 1998, 29,000 in 1999, 20,000, 46,000 in 2000, 22,000 in 2001. So Sundar Lal, who is a sub lessee, he has sold in 1999. He cannot sell because that sub lease has been given from 1/9/1999. So nothing in will not be considering this first year itself in Sundar Lal book when we are writing there. So in 1999, 9,600, in 2000, 11,600, in 2001, 16,000. Understood with this much? Now prepare the following accounts in the books of Shyam Sundar. What you need to prepare? Shyam Sundar, that is a lessee, need to prepare, he as a thing, first you need to pay royalty payable account, short workings account, royalty receivable account. This much, royalty payable account, royalty receivable account, and Manoj account, that is the landlord's account. So as a sublessor you need to prepare royalty account, royalty receivable account, and Sundar Lal account. Understood? Now let's start doing the table of analysis. First you need to prepare the table of analysis as a lessee. This table of analysis Now in the books of a lessee, you need to prepare table of account as a lessee and as a sublessor. Who need to prepare? We are preparing in the books of Sham Sundar, who is a lessee in the books of lessee. First thing we did, right, with minimum account, without minimum account. Here will not take the minimum account. We will be preparing in the books of without minimum account. They are not asked for minimum account. So leave about minimum account. We will be preparing without minimum rent account method. So you can see the table of analysis. Let's see with the years. First I'll take only of Sham Sundar, because as a lessee we will be taking now, not as a sublessor. ಅವನು ಲೆಸ್ಸಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಶ್ಯಾಮ್ ಸುಂದರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇಸ್ 24,000. ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ 24,000. 1998 24,000. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ 1999 29,000 ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಇಯರ್ 86,000, 38,600. ವೈ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? as a thing you need to pay, you need to give the money, whatever ಸಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ದಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 rupee. This Sham Sundar will be paying to Manoj 1 rupee per pipe, but he is receiving from Sundarlal 1.25 rupees, right? So 25 paisa is a profit for Sham Sundar over here. So now 29,000 plus 99,600, that is 38,600. And in the year 3, 46,000 plus 11,600, 57,600. And in the year 4, 22,000 plus 16,000, it will be 38,000. Understood how I wrote the output? Yes. Now we'll to calculate the royalty. Royalty between Sham Sundar and Manoj. Royalty between lesser and Sham Sundar. What is the royalty? ₹1, right? 1 rupee per pipe sold. So 24,000 into 1, 24,000. 38,600 into 1, 38,600. 57,600 into 1, 57,600. 38,000 into 1, 38,000. So royalty calculated. Now royalty between Sham Sundar and Manoj. What is the minimum rent between Sham Sundar and Manoj? Wait, I'll show you. Yes. Minimum rent between Sham Sundar and Manoj is, that is, you are not written here, but you can see. Minimum rent between Sham Sundar and Manoj is 40,000. That is 40,000 per annum. That is 40,000 minimum rent. So in the first case, the minimum rent is more than royalty. Whenever the minimum rent is more than royalty, we will be occurring at a short workings, not at a surplus. So what happens? The short workings 16,000. What will be the amount actually payable for Mr. Manoj? We will be paying the minimum rent. Whenever minimum rent is less than royalty, we will be paying the minimum rent value. 16,000 will become the short workings. 40,000 minus 24,000, 16,000. Even in the second year also, the minimum rent is more than royalty. At that case, what happen? We will be paying the royalty value, but we will be taking 40, that is 1,400 rupees as a short workings. Next, in this third case, we have we have surplus. That is, our royalty is 57,600. Minimum rent is 40,000. So now the surplus will be 17,600, right? What happens here? What is the short workings we have here? Short workings ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 16,000 plus 1,400. The short workings will be 17,400. The surplus ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ? ಈಗ surplus is worth of 17,600, right? So what happens? Out of the 17,600, we will be writing off this 17,400. I'll recover 17,400, but while paying to the landlord 40,000, there 17,600 alli minus 17,400, that is 200 rupees is the remaining value from the surplus, right? So 40,000 plus 200 nu ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. Understood? And in the year next year 14, in the year it is that in fourth year also we have royalty is less than minimum rent. The royalty is 38,000, minimum rent is 40,000. So now at this case we have a short workings of 2,000 rupees. We couldn't recover, so we'll be paying whatever the minimum rent as 40,000. Understood? And there is no short workings irrecoverability, because between Shyam Sundar and Manoj there is a lifetime for the recoupment or recovery of short workings. Understood? Done with the table of analysis as a lessee. So in the previous problem in the books of lessee we used to prepare only this much. So now additionally as a sublessor you need to prepare. So how to prepare this sublessor table of analysis? So it is same as it is. Whatever the value is there, Sundarlal value will be taking out of 1999. From 1999 only we will be taking. We will not consider 1998 because the sublease has been given from 1999 only. So 1999 9,600, in the year 2000 11,600 written, in the year 2001 it is 16,000 written. So next, what is the royalty between that is Shyam Sundar and Sundarlal? It is 1.25 per year. So 9,600 into 1.25 12,000, 11,600 multiplied by 1.25 14,500, 16,000 multiplied by 1.25 20,000. Done. Understood with royalty. Minimum rent. What is the minimum rent between Shyam Sundar and Sundarlal? 10,000 per annum. So 10,000 is the minimum rent. So in this case, in a sublessor's case for Shyam Sundar, there is no short workings only. Everywhere he has earned more royalties only. So what is there in the minimum rent is less than royalty. So the royalty will be payable. Even in the second year minimum rent is more than royalty. So the royalty will be payable. In the third year minimum rent is more than royalty. The royalty is payable. Done with the royal, that is table of analysis as a sublessor. So now we need to start with the ledger account. So let's start with the ledger account. So what are the ledger accounts? So when it comes to the in the books of as a lessee, what is the things without minimum rent ಏನೇನು prepare ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? What are the ledger account we need to prepare? One is royalty account, that is royalty account payable. We will be praying for lesser, so royalty payable will take. So there and all we wrote only royalty, but in this case as this is a sublease problem, we need to mention this as a royalty payable, and then short workings account and landlord account. This was the things we need to prepare without minimum rent because they are not asked for minimum rent. So now we need to, as a lesser, what are the accounts you need to prepare? As a lesser you will be preparing, what are the accounts you need to prepare? Royalty receivable account. Royalty, you need to receive a royalty, right? So royalty receivable account, and Sundarlal or lessee's account, sublessee account. This is as a lessee will be preparing, this is as a sublessor you should prepare. So this much of account you need to prepare now. So let's start with the first as a lessee. First account is royalty receivable account. So royalty payable account. So how to write that? Royalty payable account, debit the receiver, credit the giver, right? So debiting the receiver. So this is as royalty payable. Royalty account is a personal account. We need to debit the receiver. Who is receiving the value now? Mr. Manoj is receiving to Manoj account 24,000. So in the Shyam Sundar account, from where is paying the money? Is paying it from his profit or loss account, from his income, right? So why 24,000? First year done. Even in the second year, what is the value as royalty? Will be taking only royalty, only seeing about this royalties column, okay? And if there is any surplus or something like that, any recoverment like that, okay? In the second year also to Manoj account there is 38,000 royalty, 38,600 we have paid the royalty by 1999 by P&L account 38,600. And then in the third year there is an what happens, there is a 57,000 is the royalty. I have paid by profit and loss account 57,000. Completely I have not paid for Mr. Manoj. For Mr. Manoj I have paid only 40,200. But what happened with other 17,400? What happened with other 17,400? I have recovered the short workings, whatever which I had given earlier. So to short workings account 17,400. So here next in 2001 by P&L account he has paid 38,600 from the only 38,000 from the royalty. 38,000 to royalty he has paid to royalty account. 38,000 only you will be considering royalty, and if there is any recoverment of royalty you will be considering. Understood with the royalty payable account? So next we need to prepare what account? Short workings account. We need to prepare short workings account. So how to prepare the short workings account? First you will be taking where and all there is a short workings, okay, where there is a short workings. So let's see where there is short workings, where there is short workings recoverability and irrecoverability we will be preparing in a short workings account, okay. So there is a short workings over here. So debit to Manoj account for the purpose of paying to Manoj we occurred. Who is Manoj? He is a landlord. To Manoj account 16,000 is the royalty. So what I'll do, I couldn't recover the 16,000 in the first year itself. So we'll be taking it as a by balance carried down and getting it down to the next year, that is 1999. So even in the year 1999 we have a 41,400 as a short working. So first I'll be writing as to balance brought down from the previous year 16,000 to Manoj account whatever the short workings is there in second year. And you can see in the third year there is no short work. So what happens? Okay, let's complete this first. So you couldn't recover this complete 17,400. So I'll be taking it for the next year. To balance brought down 17,400. So you can see there is no short workings in the third year, but there is a thing 17,400 you need to write down. We have recovered 17,400, so you will be writing by royalty 17,400. You have recovered 17,400 rupees, that is by royalties account 17,400. And we have not written for 2001 over here. So let's continue. 2001 there is no brought down, but there is a royalty to Manoj account. Manoj account. What is the short workings in the year 2001? 2,000 rupees. So what happens in the other side 2001? By balance carried down. You couldn't recover that, so you'll be carrying this 2,000 to the other year. You will close it off with 2001, and in the 2002 you need to write it as to Manoj, that is balance brought down. For this 2,000 you will be getting on to this year. So likewise itself you need to show that. So this is about the short workings account. Please do write this over here. And then next coming on to Manoj account, we need to prepare the lessors account. So how to prepare the lessors account? So you will be seeing whatever the royalty you have received here, whatever the royalty you have been received, see that from that. So 40,000 you have received to bank account. We have been debiting to the Manoj's account to bank account 40,000, but this 40,000 you have not completely given it from the royalty. Have you given 40,000 completely from royalty? No, we have distributed this 40,000. So from this we got only 24,000 from royalty. So royalty payable account 24,000. Previously we used to write only royalty, but this case we have a royalty receivable also. That is better to write royalty payable here. By royalty payable account 24,000, other 16,000 it was a short working, so we have written by short workings account 16,000. And in the second year 1999 to bank account you have paid 40,000. You have not completely paid it through short, that is royalty. You have paid only 38,600 from royalty. By short workings account 1,400. Done, completed 40,000. So in the third year you have paid to bank account. From bank you are paid 40,200 by royalty only. You are paid completely by royalty. There is no short working. So by royalty payable account 40,200. So next coming on to in the year 3, year 4, 40,000, but there is a short working. So by royalties you paid only 38,000. By short workings it is 2,000 rupees. Understood with the Manoj account in the books of lessee without minimum rent account. So now let's start with royalty receivable account. So how to prepare this royalty receivable account as a sub-lessor is to first write by, from whom is receiving, by Sundar Lal. What is the royalty is receiving? 12,000 is receiving. So what happens to this 12,000 rupees? That is the income. You should transfer it to profit and loss account, because we'll be transferring all the incomes to the profit and loss account only. So by Sundar Lal 12,000, so transfer to profit or loss account. First year done. Second year by Sundar Lal account 14,500, transfer it to P&L account. In the third year 20,000 by Sundar Lal account we have received. This is receivable account, right? By Sundar Lal 20,000 received to profit and loss account. Done with royalty receivable account. So next, what is the account we need to prepare? Sundar Lal account, that is a sub-lessee account. That is a sub-lessee account you need to prepare. How to prepare this royalty sub-lessee account? This is so simple. So you can see over here, by bank 12,000 to royalty receivable account, or you can see in royalty receivable account you have credited the Sundar Lal account, Sundar Lal name, right? So you can debit it over here to royalty, from to royalty receivable account 12,000 to by bank account. So wherever you have credited Sundar Lal, you will be debiting in the Sundar Lal's account to the bank account. Okay, so by to royalty receivable account 12,000, right? Royalty receivable in the first year, we will be writing it as 12,000 in the first year, and then in the second year also by royalty receivable 14,500, by bank account 14,500. ಇಲ್ಲಿ by Sundar Lal ಇದೆ royalty receivable to royalty receivable account 20,000, by bank account 20,000.